What's up, YouTube family? Just on the beach here. Nice day. Got Montevideo, the city of Uruguay, down that way. There's never any waves here. But up north, up that way, there are waves up north in Uruguay. Hopefully I'm going there soon with your guys' help. But today, I want to give you a little grounding lesson. I've been getting ripped, right? I've been getting ripped. So what I want to show you is a way to lose your fat a lot quicker. Am I presenting you with a weight loss technique? I sure am. So, regular weight loss techniques seem to be Jenny Craig and so on, right? And you go on a diet. I'm telling you, if you ground, you don't even need to go on a diet. The fat just slips off because your fat is associated with clinging static charge. You get it? Static. You know when you have a balloon and you rub a balloon on your hair and the balloon can stick to your hair? Have you ever done that? Try it. Get a balloon, blow up a balloon, rub it on your hair and it sticks there for a second. You rub it, and let go of the balloon, and the balloon will stick to your hair. That's the positive clinging, positive charge. When we're grounding with my weird-looking little toes, when we ground, and remember you have to be barefoot to ground, it's all about the K1 meridian, the big toe ball, the ball of the big toe. So when you rub the balloon there, you have a static charge and it sticks to it. It's the same deal with your fat. So the fat on your body is actually sticking to you. And I'm telling you that if you do this grounding, it literally slips off. Look, I'm getting more and more ripped quite easily. I'm not doing a lot of exercise at all. It's because I'm grounding, not on the beach, on the grass. But the beach is even better and barefoot. I'm only doing it with socks on the grass. So if you come down to the beach, you ground, and what you need to do is stretch because you're cracking off the positive charge. You crack it off. You do yoga. Just do yoga. I do my own special brand of yoga, which is like just moving weirdly. I don't do the specific asanas of, Yogan, Tibetan yoga. But I do sometimes. I do, the sun salutation. I know all the stuff, but, I don't feel the need to do some of those positions every day. However, I feel the need to do specific positions for my body. For instance, my hip. I'm trying to heal my hip right now. I've just had 2 wisdom teeth taken out. And I've got braces, you can see. Right, I'm healing my teeth, which heals your whole body. Reflexologically, your teeth are connected to your whole body. So I'm in a massive healing right now. That's why I'm getting ripped. I'm getting strong and getting healthy, yeah? So what I realized was the fat just drops off, literally drops off when you negative charge because the fat is clinging to you. It's positive charge, it's positive gases. If you watch Mantak Chia, he even recommends burping. Remember Mantak Chia? The Taoist Chi master, that guy, Mantak Chia. He's pretty famous now, you should know him. He's on London Reel with millions of views. You've probably seen him. He's the guy from Thailand. So Mantak Chia will even say, to burp and release it. Then you've got people like David Wolf. They say the same thing about positive gases you release while you're grounding, right? So it's not just my idea. This is all a culmination of everything I've learned and put into practice myself, right? So let's go over that quickly again. When you get a balloon and you rub it on your hair, it can stick there. Have you ever done this? Try it. Because it's a good concept of practice, so that you understand it and so you believe it. Because right now you're just listening to hortatory preaching and you can not save it properly in your brain, in your neurology. So I want you to get the balloon, rub it on your hair, unless you already did this as a kid, like I did when I was a child. Get the balloon, rub it on your hair. Notice how it sticks there. Well, that's the same concept, that static charge stick. Your fat is sticky and static charge and positive, or positrons. That's positive ions. So what we're doing when we're negative charging on the beach is negative anionization, or anions, okay? If you go in the water, that's even better. The water has ormus, or ormes, orbitally rearranged monoatomic elements, right? And if you understand ormes and ormus, it's almost like when you go in the surf, you're eating minerals. No doctor is going to agree because they don't get it. It's an alchemical process. Your body is an alchemical machine. And basically, ormus, not ormes, ormus is a fifth dimensional sort of plasmonic state that can orbitally rearrange the electron on a molecule or an element. And how does one element change from one element to another? It passes electrons. It gets 6 electrons, then it's a different element. 7 electrons, it's a different element, right? So you're literally changing your biology when you enter the surf. And it's very negative charged, the surf. Right? So you want to go in the water. It's a very good idea to go in the water because then you're fully immersed. You're within the negative charge. Here, it's just my feet touching. But in the water, you're fully surrounded. You can go full body. So it's a really good idea for grounding, to get in the water. Have a swim. Loosen up your joints, have a swim. That's going to loosen up your shoulders, your joints, get the stress out of your neck and your hips and so on. Then come onto the beach and do yoga. Watch the weight just drop off like that. I want you to do it the first month, 2 months, without even changing your diet, so that you know I'm telling you the truth. I don't want you to eat anything different the first 2 months, just for proof of concept, so that you know I'm not, shitting you. So I'm telling the truth. Because what I've noticed is that when you ground, it literally just drops off because the static charge is not sticking. At the anion layer, or the ionization layer of your body, which is, basically you can think of it as the electron shell layer. Think of it like that. The valence shell. Beautiful day, hey? So one more grounding tip for more the pros. That's very beginner advice, what I just gave you, that you can lose weight via grounding. So I'm going to get away from the surf. It's a little loud, so I don't have to yell. So what I've noticed is that that's the beginner advice. That's the beginning realization that positive charge, is sticky, right? So it makes sense the fat drops off you because your fat is also, parasites and their piss and their poo, right? And all this gunk, this intercellular gunk, that's all sticky. And it sticks and it glugs up. That's one of the major causes of aging and cell senescence and, all this stuff. It's not just, chromosome, telomeres on the end of the chromosome falling off and stuff. You've got to think about what causes cell senescence, and it's really intercellular junk is a big deal. So a little tip for the pros here. When I ground, I move my legs inward. This is going to be hard to show you, but I'm going to try. So what I mean is, I can't see the screen here. All right, so I can't do that, sorry, it's going to be too awkward. So what I wanted to say was, I move here, I'll show you with my hands. Pretend that my hand is my foot. Can you see my hand? I can't see the screen. But, all right, so I don't need to do that. Let's not get so awkward. So what you want to do is move your feet inward. So you have your foot planted on the ground, your K1 meridian, I rub it in. I rub the ball of my big toe into the sand. I rub it around. I'm pushing it. I'm yogaing my big toe. It is important. Trust me, it is that important. That's why I'm talking about it. So what I do is I slowly move it in because, you know, they call the psoas muscle, or on your ass, your bum, your butt muscle, the psoas, the sole muscle. And you want to stretch it. So I move my feet in. Right, that's all for today.